become a shame and perish in the day of unrighteousness. Be it known to you, you sinners, that the Most High is mindful of your destruction, and the angels of heaven rejoice over your destruction. What will you do, you sinners? And where shall you flee on that day of judgment? When you hear the voice of the prayer of the righteous, you shall fare like to them, against whom these words shall be a testimony. You have been companions of sinners. And in those days the prayer of the righteous shall reach to the Lord. And for you the days of your judgment shall come, and all the words of your unrighteousness shall be read out before the great Holy One. And your faces shall be covered with shame, and he will reject every work which is grounded on unrighteousness. Woe to you, you sinners, who live on the middle of the ocean and on the dry land, whose remembrance is evil against you. Woe to you who acquire silver and gold and unrighteousness and say, we have become rich with riches and have possessions, and have acquired everything we have desired. And now let us do what we purposed. For we have gathered silver, and many are the servants in our houses, and our granaries are full to the brim, as if with water. Yea, and like water, your lies shall flow away, for your riches shall not abide, but quickly depart. Go up from you, for you have acquired it all in unrighteousness, and you shall be given over to a great curse. Chapter 98. And now I say to you, to the wise and to the foolish, that you shall have many experiences on the earth. For your men shall put on more adornments than a woman, and colored garments more than a young woman, like royalty, and in grandeur and in power, and in silver, and in gold, and in purple, and in splendor, and in food. They shall be poured out as water. Therefore they shall have neither knowledge nor wisdom, and because of this they shall die together with their possessions, and with all their glory and their splendor, and in shame, and in slaughter, and in great destitution. Their spirits shall be thrown into the furnace of fire. I have sworn to you, you sinners, as a mountain has not become a slave, and a hill does not become the servant of a woman, even so sin has not been sent on the earth, but man of himself has created it. And they that commit it shall fall under a great curse. And barrenness has not been given to the woman, but on account of the deeds of her own hands, she dies without children. I have sworn to you, you sinners, by the Holy Great One, that all your evil deeds are revealed in heaven, and that none of your wrong deeds of oppression are covered and hidden. And do not think in your spirit, nor say in your heart, that you do not know, and that you do not see that every sin is recorded every day in heaven in the presence of the Most High. From now on, you know that all your wrongdoing that you do will be written down every day until the day of your judgment. Woe to you, you fools, for through your folly you shall perish. And you do not listen to the wise, so no good will come to you against the wise. And so and now, know you that you are prepared for the day of destruction. Therefore, do not hope to live, you sinners, but you shall depart and die. For there will be no ransom for you, because you are prepared for the day of the great judgment, for the day of tribulation and great shame for your spirits. Woe to you, you obstinate of heart, who work wickedness and eat blood. Where do you have good things to eat and to drink and to be filled? From all the good things which the Lord the Most High has placed in abundance on the earth. Therefore you shall have no peace. Author's note: the above reference to eating blood may indicate cannibalism. As a side note, the Book of Jubilees tells us that the offspring of the fallen angels drink blood. Life is in the blood, according to the Old Testament, and one should not eat or drink blood. Genesis chapter 9, verses 3 through 6. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Even as the green herb have I given you all things. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. And surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every beast will I require it.
neutral, and we know by now the instructions of the Most High, and the first rule is no meat, brothers and sisters. This will give you a raise of vibration and understanding, overstanding, and understanding of things. So let's check this Revelation 20, where it says, where this arrow is, he threw him into the bottomless pit, locked it, and sealed it in over him to keep him from deceiving the nations anymore until the 1,000 years were over. After that, he must be set free for a little while. So, Armageddon and millennial reign, year of their Lord. The year was called Year of our Lord, blah, blah, blah. And here we have Yahweh's dragon loose after 1,000 years. So, you see, we have old coins where there is not a 1 but an I. I-575 magically became 1575. The I was for the year of their Lord. Iron Rod, millennial reign, we had the melanated past. You will find out about Prester John, Dalai Lama, Great Khan, Buddha, all these characters from the Old Testament. They lived in medieval times, medieval times. I-568 became 156. Is it a 3 or an 8? Okay, sorry for this error, but you see what I want to show you is the I became a 1 in front of your eyes. This is from, you will find this on books, on maps, on on various printings from that age. It's an I-733. This is from the Galerie Agrable du Monde. You should check these books. There are 30 and some books, amazing stuff you will find, and you will be shocked. So this is from the observations concerning the increase of mankind, peopling of countries. This is a document. You can find the PDF. It's been written by Benjamin Franklin. We know by now Benjamin Franklin was melanated. Abraham Lincoln was a melanated dude. And it's from Boston. You see this? 1755. It's actually a 1755. There is a small difference between 1918 and I-755, So we have a shift actually there. It's different. And what it says in the book that all world is melanated, you have 2 tribes, Saxons and English, who with the English make the principal body of white people on the face of the earth. So you can download this PDF for yourself and check it. It's a document. And melanated Armageddon came. So you see, all our melanated ancestors, they had a big blast in the past. Something big happened to them, The devil worshipping, is not new. There is nothing new under the sun. So if this millennial reign ended, it's not because it was a good reign. Iron Rod, it's a dictatorship and so on. So you have, 2 sides, but neither of them is good. We have to walk on the board, on the edge. It's like when you flip a coin, head or tail, you choose the edge. The path is narrow because it's all a hijack. So if you search out for Menko, we will find 3 main shifts that he has proven mathematically, and there is a shift of 330 years, 1050 and 1800 years. So I'm giving this to you so you can dig on it. I already made my research and I have my opinions and conclusions about it. This dude, Silvanus Tortexus, was actually called Solomon the Builder in the 1st century BC, and he's actually Buddha. You see, Solomon being familiar with Buddha. It's the same character. Buddha means teacher as well. This is the Solomon Tortexus, melanated part, To me, he looks like a tranny, effeminated. Even their past had to be destroyed because the OT was devil worship, same way the new T is. Old hijack, but this looks like a tranny to me. All this dressing up and so on, like those in the Renaissance. They just copied it, but it's the same kind of hijack. See, this is the Roman Emperor Charles V. These gloves tiny hands, gloves are not for real men. It's a trendy look. When we check out the old prophets, the melanated one, you see they're already flashing horns and giving gang signs. So, color is hijacked. Black or white. White means black, black means white. White means creature, means hybrid. The color, W-I-G-A-T, white. Check it out. I already made videos about it. So the Torah prophets are melanated wizards of Yahweh. You see, this is San Mark. He flashes a 666, a horn, it's a melanated mark. And their God from the cloud is showing a gang sign. This gang sign is called the shocker. You will be shocked. What's the meaning of the shocker? The index, middle, and little fingers are extended while the ring finger is curled or bent down. It's called as well 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink. The shocker, known as colloquially as 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink, is a hand gesture with a sexual connotation, This is why that hijack had to end as well, You see this? Bam! When all these black Hebrew Israelites start pushing their bullshit, So all Nephi's clones and so on. You see, the 1,000 years mentioned in Revelation, and you have a shift from I-500 to 1,500, 1,600, and so on, So you have a 1,000-year shift, at least. So everything new in Renaissance, when the new hijackers came out after this so-called big blast, Armageddon, whatever you want to call it, there was less desert in Africa, and so on. You will find all maps that are proving what I'm telling to you. So major developments of the Renaissance include astronomy, humanist philosophy, printing press, vernacular language in writing, painting and sculpture technique, world exploration, and in the late Renaissance, Shakespeare wrote the KJV Bible. You see, they changed everything. So the new hijackers that came out, you will find, these white people on these black and white pictures that seem lost on the beaches. Those things were new to them. They just took over the old world the way it was. And, you have strangely catacombs made under cathedrals, which are machines. They're producing energy in a dark way. And Shakespeare is, Sir, what's the English name? I forgot the name. You have several characters about this Shakespeare, and so on. It's all Nefilim bullshit. Renaissance means resurrection. Everything changes. The wall has fallen. Millennial reign ended with a blast. Wasn't as good as they want you to believe. You see, everything new in Renaissance. How did the Renaissance change the world? They tell you they changed everything and took the titles and identity of the predecessors. So you have hijacks fighting over hijacks. No original man, no the real way of the Most High. Because they are not of the Most High. They are hijackers on our heaven. You will find this is an interesting map where Antarctica was called Terra Santa, which means Holy Land. South America is very close to this non-icy continent, and it's huge. So, we have land beyond the poles and bigger Earth and so on. But, the interesting fact is there was no ice. So this ice is recent, and you have the Great Dying, when the so-called Columbus action was brought to the Americas to destroy and kill a lot of people, what would you say? The balance in the force changed. See, Americas were called Africa as well. So it's always the same story. Africa, India, Ethiopia, Atlantis, Egypt, Israel, the Moor Empire, it's all the same. All history is a construct. Dragons, Nephis, clones, and trannies are loose. See, Americas were Africa, hijacks fighting, hijacks over Earth, heaven, Earth. You see, in medieval times, they had electricity. See, using swords like in Star Wars, charging them up, with Tesla, so-called Tesla principles and so on. And then you have the story, of Gog and Magog. And now, they close the dragon for 1,000 years, and after 1,000 years, the dragon has to get loose. Now, let's see what the dragon is and who they might be. Gog and Magog were equated with the 10 lost tribes. Boom, so you have a double hijack. So Gog and Magog are as well the Jewish tribes. At least, up to some sources. When you speak of Gog and Magog, you will find out, King Alexander, which means king of kings, protector, and so on, a wall, and some strange creatures behind the wall, these Nephis dragons that I've been exposing so much in the last year, actually. And, so we can belly flop it. So if these Israelites are enslaved, they had maybe 400 years or 1,000 years of wall. I don't know. But it's interesting. And you have these people, enclosing them. You have a wall. You have the Yhwh synths, using technology, sound, and the dragon is still chained by Excalibur. You have these Gog and Magog creatures riding a dragon. Satan, Nephis, if these are the Yhwh synths, Adamites. So, this dragon and his people had to get loose, imprisoned by clone tech hijackers that used the rod of Moses, the Ark of the Covenant, and so on. And the original, Abi means non-original dragons and Nephis. There is a wall. Again, hijackers, with the trumpet sound, bringing down the wall of Jericho, and so on. It's technology. And then you have Quetzal, the big dragon, snake, and those that ride the snake. In Renaissance, the wall fell, after Armageddon, probably this wall fell. Yahweh Ahaya Hawa. And they honored that wall. Why would they honor a wall? All ranks of angels fighting for heaven. Angels suppressing the OG man and mating with Adam, the Rh positive, because they can mingle with him. They need knowledge, math and writing, since they don't feel the flow and use our energies. They are not of the Most High. I mean, this picture says enough, I think, for itself. Romulus and Remus. Gagarin, the Gogorian, and Gagarin and Armstrong, same character. Radio Gog, bang. The trans lady Gog, the goggle, the black Gog, Yahweh. Then you have Gabriel slaying the dragon, Michael, Gabriel, and Michael killed the dragon, enclosing Gog and Magog. Now let's take a look at this. This is interesting. You have this tranny angel smashing a dragon. So is it trannies defeating the Nephi tribes? Hijacks fighting hijacks? Trannies and clones versus melting pot of Nephis? These andro creatures. And then you have, Nephis, with the pharaonic hands and the M on it as well. So it's hijack against hijack. Fighting for the torus field of our earth, enslaving us. Archangel Michael as gay patrion and LGBT saints. Sexually uncertain creature. The defender of the Catholic Church is therefore a sexually uncertain creature. Body bag. Boom. That is some crazy shit. The house of El, Bet El means actually house of God. Bet El, the house of God, AC/DC. Then you have Kalelus, which should be Camelot, actually, promised land, Kal-El, Superman, the father of Jesus, which would be the super Negro Prester John, from the Old Testament. Hijack, they all eat meat. The beetle, this bug is a symbol actually of levitation. Check this out. The Bet El, Beatles, and then you have Skull and Bones, the BBC. House of El, you are an elect. When you have knowledge of their wisdom, you become an elder. All this to become an angel. No comment. You see the archons, Macron, Archon, they're showing you the house of El. I have no hate for none of these creatures. On the contrary, I'm glad our world is full of variety. But I condemn all the lies and the ways which are not in line with the way of the Most High, so that you know. Eve, by the way, means Isha as well, or a hybrid probably, because this is, you have to take a look at this. Isha, into a woman, Isha, from an unused word. So it's something new. Now, when you say man, and then you say woman or wife or female, it's opposite of man. So it could be as well a no man. So if man was intended for male and female, Isha is something new. Since man would be both male and female. But then you have, the man said, this is now bone of my bone. Now, this implies it. The thing, from an unused word. Crazy. I'm just showing this to you, Think perspective. This is now bone of my bones. Now, why would you say this? You say this to something. There's loads of creatures, people. In the I-55, you have in the medieval times these Nefis rocking with staffs and electricity. And they have hoofs. Now, this is Victoria's Secret. They have hoofs today. So nothing new under the sun. Even negative people. And then you have the millennial reign was corrupted from beginning. After came worse. But, see, Michael, and you have the Renaissance maps with the Baphomet, the Baphomet, the two fingers up with the fingers crossed this way, which is cube energy as well. And you have on the borders of the earth, creatures. Then you have Christ, dog, God, cynocephalosis, Is it Gog and Magog? Wakey, wakey. So you had knights, cynocephalosis, maybe marrying the princess. And then, you have these technological discoveries from the year 18-something, with all these tech. In year 1816, and you will notice that in Star Wars, these clones are good in mechanics and learning and handling technology. Watch Boba Fett and Mandalorian. So I had to put this up again. You have the Imperial Walker and all these people like the clones. When you watch the the Clone Wars saga. You know, they're building, constructing, and it's even called Imperial Walker. Bang, body bag. A few Nefis, so the wall has fallen. Now, God rules channel. And, you know, you have white ones, black ones, yellow ones, green ones, you know, the goggle heroes. You know, black is white, color is hijack. Listen to what they say. And if you follow the instructions of the Most High, you will hear out the crap. See how they shift and move. Light bending, TV, plasma, 3, 4, 5G, LCD, and so on. Medieval advanced melanated people from the Old Testament got wiped out because of devil worship. You know, the Ten Commandments is black magic. All hijack pays the due. Angels, Nephis, freaking both. True man, RH negative, and Adamites, RH positive. New hijack, New Testament during Renaissance, Jesus and Trini, idol worship. No real instructions of the Most High in the books. They are still promoting the Ten Commandments and the spirituality bullshit idol worship. It is as it was in the days of Noah. Everything is hijacked. Everything whitened out and white people scapegoat for polarization, as Edgar Mendes says. They took out the Most High of you and put him on paper and writing. That's magic. They are here promoting all that crap. You know, words and definitions. Human being means monster. You know, when you say something with intention, it is living energy. When you write things down, you imprison that energy and channel it. You give it value. It's called Black Laws Dictionary because there is no light. In writings, there is no light. In biology, Rhea Zeus negative and Rhea Zeus positive. You know, Adam originates from Zeus and Rhea. Angels enslaving both the true man and Adamites. And the Nephis can mingle with the RH positives because there is a natural blood barrier in the RH negatives. Sinos. Here, a dragon. This is a dragon, people. These are dragons. Look at this. It's crazy. Sinos, orcs, drugs, cat heads, bird heads, vampires, hoofs. You know, it's crazy. And they are your stars in television, in the news, in the movies, everywhere. You vote for them. When you vote, you lose your voice. Voting comes from Latin voice. When you give your voice away, you lose your voice. Victoria's Secret orcs, Joker face, you know, different breeds. Look at this. Bro. Then you have Monica Bellucci, you have a cat face. Here in negative. So now the wall has fallen. Gog and Magog are outside. So all hijacks are outside. No, provoked kind. Remember Freddie from Iron Maiden? Same type. Hologram technology, you know, Mila Jovovich chatting with somebody, you know, they're both shifting. Here you have a slit eye. This piece is shifting, both shifting, and then coming back, you know, and you see still the snake eye. Boom. There was a wall. There was a wall. There is no wall anymore. Beetle. Again, this is what I wanted to show you about the beetle. Viktor Grebennikov, if you check this out, he made a machine to levitate out of wings from bugs. So attaching dead insect body parts, because they use their wings, they have electromagnetic polarizations in their wings, so they levitate, these bugs. They do not fly, they levitate. And if you dig on this, you will find still some videos of him flying around. Levitation from insect body parts. So that's the sign, we would call it Anunnaki sign, this bug, but it's about levitation, energy. You see? So these bugs worship due to levitation. Now, touching again on Rhea, Rhea is the ancient goddess, the mother of all gods, mother of Zeus, and this is actually Mother Nature, Gaia, Ishtar, Inanna, Isis, and blah, 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 Rhea. Zeus is her son. Dios means God. God, Yahweh, Zeus. It's all the, you will find that it all leads to a hijack. All roads lead to Rome. Now, overview. Rhesus factor is an inherited protein found on the surface of the red blood cells. If your blood has the protein, you're Rh positive. If your blood lacks the protein, you're Rh negative. So you are either Rhea Zeus positive, so you are a child of Rhea Zeus, so you're the Adam, or you are a Rhea Zeus negative, the OG, where he got the instructions, they got the instructions not to eat meat, the OGs. Not the creation of Yahweh. 15% of the population is supposedly Rh negative, so don't this seem a remnant? Blood ain't skin. It ain't skin color, it's vibration. Color is hijack. The rules are the same for both Rh positives and Rh negatives. The instructions of the Most High, which we are showing you in every video. So, no mixing by natural law. Incompatible blood types have problems when they mix. We shouldn't mix. These are the various beings, so-called angels, Nephilims, and 20s, and so on. And then you have the OG that has been, erased from history. There is no story of the OG. Rhea. She has many faces. This is from Spawn, Armageddon. Awesome drop. I am the creator of the universe and the destroyer as Yahweh. Yahweh, when you flip it upside down, it's Lilith. You have a tranny. This tranny does what she wants. Do as thou wilt. It's a disturbed personality. The Most High is spirit, and it's within us. Everything exists within the Most High. It's not an angry bitch. The Most High is Father, Mother, and it has no body. This is still from the Armageddon. It says in Spawn, what was the plan? 1,000 years of war? I became one. And you have many children of Rhea. I have more children than your language can number. And to each of them I give words to mold in whatever they desire. I gave the earth to those you know as God and Satan. It's all children of this creature, Yahweh Lilith, that are warring and running the show. And of all my offspring, they are most bitter disappointment. Now, in this comic series, God is the King of Heaven in the Spawn universe and one of the mother of existence legion of children. Chaos, Shiva source, not the Most High. Now, God is one of the overarching antagonists. It's an archon. Archon, Nephis, angels, and Nephis are the same. Angels, demons, it's all the same hijack. These angels, they put themselves between you and the Most High. There is nobody between us and the Most High. And you have the dog drop as well in the same series of Spawn. where God appears as a dog pet to Spawn, to Simmons when he was 9 years old. God appears as Albert Simmons' dog pet, dog Anubis, while Spawn lived in the limbo for many years. The aliases, Lord of Heaven, Yhwh, Yhwh, the Father, Creator of mankind, relatives, Mother of existence, and Satan brother. The mankind is Rh positive. The Rh positives are all tricked as well. So these are the rules, my people, to all of you. Like I said, salvation rules for all of us. Don't eat meat. Walk the way of the Most High. This is from the Essene Scrolls, the highest vibration you will find. The Most High is Father, Mother, no names. Sabbath is devil worship. The 10 Commandments are devil worship. Walk the way of these instructions. Seek the Most High only and let Him be your shepherd. Much love and respect to my brothers. Much love and respect to all souls that are seeking truth. A fair warning. Read this. My people, I hope these informations will be useful to you. Seek the Most High and let the Most High only be your teacher. Stay blessed and be safe. Establish a relationship with our Creator. Don't let these creatures fool you. True one or mixed. The only way out is to keep the instructions of the Most High, the real ones. Get out of the cubes. Stay blessed, my people, and be safe. I hope these informations will be useful to you. All rights reserved to the Most High forever, ever.
The new heaven, the new earth, and what they call hell, which has many different regions, land, areas, levels. It's a copy of what's going on the land now in this peace system. But it will be magnified. See, this is Nefilim religion that's being taught to you, true ones. That you have been deceived and tricked into their religion through craftiness. You've been being con, like a contract, a license, needed to prove the matters. Simply put, your soul is under a lifetime contract of pain and agony because you chose religion over believing in yourself. And you have the Yhwh, Psalms of Yhwh. You have Yah. Always a condition. It's always a condition with this beast, with this artificial intelligence. Talk to, boast, to cry out. Now look at this light collector. It's Hulda Dawid, who's changed her name. You can't hide from the Most High. You can't hide from the truth of the vibration. All you talk about is Yah and keeping the commandments. And you're leading a bunch of women to destruction. Just listen to what they say, the cry out, the talkative, the boast about how Yah is blessing us. Nobody talks like that. I don't believe in no blessing. To be less. All this bullshit in coded language. It's always conditional when you deal with Yahweh, or Yah, whoever you call. It's going to require sacrifice. Pay attention. You always got to sacrifice something. It's crazy. Cry out. There's a lot of talking over there. A lot of yapping. And you have insane, manipulating serpents to twist their instructions. Leviathan, mind control. You know, this is what their religion does. What do they twist? That's only one thing you can go against or twist. It's the instruction that's on the inside of the true man. When you come out of those instructions, true one, you come out of the protection that surrounds you. You are now vulnerable to mind control. And all the beast system has to throw at you. They manipulate and twist the instructions with their 10 commandments. I don't know if I explained it, but if you have a thought and you write it down, you create the magic by changing the meaning of the words. One word may have 10 meanings, 10 definitions to it. This is how they do in their language, their courts, their codes. In every area of this beast system, they twist the instructions. Shows up as Leviathan, who is Yahweh. Doesn't matter if they call him that or not, it goes back to the root, which is Yahweh. That's about mind control and fear. Pay attention. Listen to these Nephilims on this platform. They're crying out. They're telling you Yahweh is blessing them. He's doing this. They're doing this here. And they're always taking you on a ride in their cars. Pay attention to that. Pay attention. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Pay attention to what they're doing. What they have on their head. I've already done exposures on this. The amulets they're wearing around their arms and on their head, the caps and all of this, their coverings. This all has something to do with mind control. To get you to buy into their religion and fatten you up for food, entertainment. Have their offspring, which are artificial beasts, and anything you can imagine. How do you stop this? How do you stop this madness, this wickedness? By keeping the instructions on the inside of you, which is a vibration. The vibration works all kind of ways. Keep the instructions. All true to the Most High. And not that counterfeit Yahweh. Try and pose as the Most High. True ones. Vibrate. Vibrate true.